Saturday?
No, definitely. Thanks for the question. I just think for us as a team, it's one of those kind of performances that you want as a team. Like it has been a very tough tour, and then like in between that, we had a lot of good performances around the team, but not as a collective as consistent as we would like to be. Hence, we feel when you have those kind of performances, especially on the eve of a Commonwealth Games, for us, give us the confidence, especially knowing it's a shorter format. So the short turnaround is very short, but there's a lot of positives we're taking, and we can work into it to make sure that we're ready for the first Commonwealth game.
Just on Sine and Shabnam, like how are they doing, and do you think they will be ready for Saturday's opening game against New Zealand?
No, they'll be ready. It's just precaution from medical to make sure that they're 100% for that game, ready for the first game. And that's why the medical has dealt well and make sure that they recover well for the first game. So yes, they'll be 100%.
Thank you, Lynn. Keenan, please go ahead.
Hi, Coach. I was just wondering, you obviously had a very tough tour to England. What specifically can you take away from the tour as positives, even though you didn't manage to win any games?
No, it's the how as a team. I think the way, I mean, at the end, in the last ODI going into the last two T20s, the bowling started becoming better. There's a few youngsters now that are starting to pick up their hands, how Delmitaka is starting to bowl. And the consistency of Wolford is something that we always, as a team, come to expect. And Chloe Tran coming good with the bat. And there's a few, when you look around, it's for us as a team, those that, especially the youngsters, we expected to started giving us the kind of headaches that we want. Nadine Declerc got the chances that she has, and since we started coming on tour. Lara Goodell also showing her hand what she can do, Annika Bosch. There's been a lot of players, I mean, that hasn't been playing regularly in the side that is starting to give us actually the encouragement of us moving forward, because as a team in transition is one of those we need to also not lose sight of. The opportunities will be given to youngsters, and it's going to require a bit of patience for them to be able to start finding their feet and be able to give us the performances that we know we can get from them. So thus far has been good, and it has been, like I said, bits and pieces here, not as consistent as we would like as a collective, but there's definitely players that is picking up their hands and they're giving us the encouragement going forward.
And then, Coach, Nomkuleko Mlaba had career-best figures today. Do you have any special word on her performance today?
It's excellent. And when she was identified, we knew that she's one that's going to give us a lot of these kind of performances. Like I said, it has been progress and working progress going forward, because she's still a youngster, finding her feet at international cricket. She hasn't played a lot of cricket under belt, and I think with the experience as she grows up, a potential match winner also. But we're very happy with what we've seen today, even taking the first over now. She commanded a spell also. It's one of those we can be proud of. Like I said, the performances has been there, but not enough as a collective for us to be able to make the impact that we would have liked on this tour.
And then, if I can ask one more question, Coach. Marisol Cup obviously went home with personal family issues. I don't know, will she be able to perform or play in the Commonwealth Games at all? Do you know anything about that? And then secondly, Sunay, how's her finger recovery going? Will she be able to bowl on Saturday continuing in the Commonwealth Games?
She's recovering very well, Sunay, and she definitely will be able to bowl, yes. And I think regarding the Marizan, no, she'll be out of the Commonwealth as well.
Okay, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Lynn, back to you.
Hilton, I just wanted to ask about now you kind of have to shift your focus immediately to the Commonwealth Games, and the fact that you're kind of in a tough group with England again and New Zealand and Sri Lanka. What are the talks going to be now ahead of Saturday's match, and kind of are you looking to kind of get revenge on England and kind of hopefully take the podium for South Africa?
We are a very proud team, and then don't get me wrong, we're not very proud of the results that we've seen because we're not accustomed to it as a team. It's not something you want to get used to. We know going into the Commonwealth is one of our games, and every game will be played like a knockout final. So for us, is to make sure that with each and every game we stay in the moment. And regarding a revenge and those kind of things, anything can happen. It's T20 cricket. I mean, one over can change the game, as like you've seen today. So yes, it's a tough group, but the good thing about the group is we don't have any teams that we are not aware of what they can do. We know them extremely well. We know what kind of cricket they play and the style they play and how they come at you. So planning around that, it will also help. And for us, the good thing is now we've been on these conditions for a while. We've acclimatized well, and everyone is ready to go. So we should have a clean bill of health around the squad to be able to make sure that we select the best possible team for the conditions to compete from the first day.
Thank you. Travel safe.
Thank you.